I have a brand new pin. It's beautiful, and I like how it's done, and there's an opportunity for you to get your hands on one, all part of a new initiative. It was actually launched last night at Parliament Hill. Joining us from the Women's Breath Health Initiative, Lynn Posluns. Great to have you here on the show. I know it was a wonderful evening, a lot of people in attendance. Can you break down kind of how this initiative started and what the charity is all about?
When I can't find my car in the parking lot, I wonder if it's more than simple distraction, if something more serious is going on. But what was particularly frightening was learning that 70% of new Alzheimer's sufferers will be women, that women suffer from stroke, depression, and dementia twice as much as men, but that research today still focuses on men. In fact, at the grassroots level of research where they're studying the lab rat behavior, it's the male rat that's studied because the hormones in the female make it too complex. So, I know.
And statistically, too, we're finding that more women are dealing with this issue, almost twice as many women than men.
That's right. So, because women are more at risk, it appears, for brain aging diseases, but research still focuses on men. One of the things this charity is trying to do is level that gender gap in research. So we're raising funds to put more money to work into why women seem to suffer from these brain aging diseases more than men.
Usually women are the caretakers as it is, so this is really kind of switching things around in the dynamics of the household and the caretakers as well, when women are being more affected than the men as well.
Right, so more and more men today are becoming caregivers for their loved one who's suffering from one of these diseases.
It's incredibly frustrating to understand. I know that when we were looking at heart health, you could see that they understood the difference between men and women's heart attacks. So what are we seeing then when you need that research for brain health as well?
Right. So, as I mentioned, more focus is being done on male than female, and we want to try and change that by funding research into why women suffer more than men. One of the things that we've been told is that it costs more money to study female because of the hormone cycle. So in order to look at a sample size that's statistically relevant, they have to do twice as many women to level out the cycle issue with the hormones as they do men. So just because we're more complex or more expensive doesn't mean you discount half the population when you're doing any kind of research.
So how can things change? What are you hoping to create from this initiative?
Well, as I said, we're trying to do more research into this area. The pin that you mentioned is an awareness building tool and a fundraising tool for us. It's a loose visual likeness of the brain, and it's supposed to show all the complexities of the brain. It's got the two lobes of the brain. It's designed by a jeweler from Toronto, Mark Lash. And again, it's attractive enough to be worn by both men and women. It's $10. It's available on our website, Hope Knot, K-N-O-T, because, you know, about tying a knot around your finger.
I mean, it's really well done, and so very similar to what you'd see for the pink ribbon and all, you know, other signatures.
Or the Live Strong bracelet for the Lance Armstrong Foundation is the same kind of idea. You have to be able to raise awareness for the issue before you can raise the money. And so, again, a lot of people aren't aware of the statistics and how frightening they are for women.
I was shocked when I saw the statistics as well, and just to see and to understand a little bit more as to why the research is happening the way it is. It's disheartening, especially. So they've done a great job. The jeweler did an amazing job. So this is really the start. You launched it last night. It was a lot of people in attendance. You had a good representation too from government and from officials as well.
Right. All parties were represented. It was hosted by Senator Linda Frum and Minister Ambrose. And we also had Dr. Hetty Fry there, as well as Nikki Ashton, and all of them brought greetings from their parties and tremendous amount of support, and there was a great vibe in the room. It was really, it blew me away. It was fabulous.
Well, I think there's an interest in it as well, and understanding. So people can head to the website, womensbrainhealth.org, for more information, and is that where they'll be able to find out how to get...
HopeNot.org.
HopeNot.org to be able to find these beautiful pins and to be able to start the discussion at least as well, for people to understand that this is happening, and then to hopefully raise awareness and eventually into the funds that can help with the research. It was a pleasure to meet you. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.